Hi guys, this is just going to be a really short show and tell on how I do these alternate colours salamanders. This is the one I've gotten the furthest on so far. This colour scheme is from the old For Armageddon board game box. Artwork by one of the old legends in Warhammer arts, and I wanted to see if I could copy that onto a miniature. It's been done by a few others before, of course. I mean, this is a colour scheme that's more than 30 years old at this point. But what I've done here is I've used the triad of Army Painter Air that people mostly use for Dark Angels these days. Angel Green, Unforgiven Green and Exile Green, aptly named there. I've then covered up most of the miniature, leaving just the greave on the right hand side uncovered. I've done this on these two minis. These are the last two guys from the 5-man attack squad that I'm putting together. And I'll just be starting off with some Bleached Bone. That's going straight into the airbrush. This 0.25 needle, and it's flowing really nicely there, as you can see. I'll just be covering up that greave from all sides, slowly moving the miniature, keeping the airbrush stable, making sure to hit it from underneath as well, getting all the angles in there. Now I found these paints dry fast enough that with just 2 minis at a time, the first one will have actually dried through this white layer by the time I come back to it. So I'll just put the white layer onto the other mini here. Again, moving the miniature, keeping the airbrush stable, just making sure to hit it from all angles. I'm going to have some brushwork to do around the knee there, because he's got some sort of stuff hanging on his belt, which is obscuring part of it. But there we go. That's the Bleached Bone on, and it's looking almost pure white here. Apologise for that. That is the camera playing tricks on me. I'll just get rid of the excess Bleached Bone, spraying that onto a piece of paper towel here. Right, that's that gone. I then go for the Incursion Orange. This is a very dark yellow going into orange hues, but in a thin enough layer on top of this Bleached Bone, it does actually look really nice. I'm just going to put that on there, and as you can see, this is coming out, this is showing as yellow in a thin enough layer. So I'm actually able to do a varied tone. I can have some darker areas, some lighter ones, which I kind of prefer. Do the other one as well. This, as you can see, super fast. What takes time really is the masking. This would of course also work if you were doing one of those other older split colour schemes, like Howling Griffins or Nova Marines or something, where you've got different base colours on the armour. There we go. That's those two done. Just emptying out the airbrush again, giving it a squeeze of some cleaner, bubbling that up. Don't do this unless you're going to clean properly after you're done, because bubbling the airbrush back, forcing it back into the cup can give some issues. I've not had too much of an issue with it myself, but be careful with your tools. They do get a bit pricey, some of them. So that's these two actually done, and this is already dry enough that I'll just go ahead and peel off the masking, and hopefully we should have a nice enough mini ready for detailing. Need to be careful around that knee pad. Oh, sorry, I'll just show you the mini instead of my hand. Here we go. Oh, come on. There we go. Quite well there. And there we go. He's got some kind of blacksmithing tool on his belt, as you can see, and that's gotten a bit of the yellow, but that we perfected up in detail work. Right, so that's him. Grenade launch marine here, uncovering him as well. This is just like regular cling film, so many of you probably already have that in your kitchens, I assume. If not, it's not a very expensive thing to go out and grab. The tape I'm using, on the other hand, is 6mm Tamiya. Really prefer it to other brands. It's just that little bit thinner. That's those two done, and along with the others of the group, there we go, ready for detailing. And if I just grab before and after here, you'll see that there's still quite a ways to go on detailing these up, but yeah, that's the airbrush layer. Cheers.